Hello everybody. I hope you're having a happy Tuesday. So sometimes, my name's Lisa, by the way, manners first. So anyway, my name's Lisa, as I said, and I've been doing keto for about 3 years now. I have some challenges, but I've basically lost like 30 pounds and a lot of like a foot off my waist. I think it's almost a foot. So it's pretty good. And I'm enjoying being a lot smaller. So anyway, if you're watching the replay, please put replay and where from. And if you're watching live, please put live and where from. And I definitely want to hear your comments. So please, or not hear them, see them. Sorry. I'd love to see them. So anyway, today's recipe is coming out of the One Pot Ketogenic Diet Cookbook by Liz Williams. And so she's got English breakfast. And you know what I like about this book? Is literally one pot, less dishes, okay? And the food's usually pretty good. Her recommendations seem to be great. So I didn't have a pot that was big enough to finish the recipe. So anyway, I remembered I did have one of these. So we're going to do things a little different. Hello, give me a comment and a wave and say whether you like breakfast for dinner or not. If you do, put it in the comments. Who likes breakfast for dinner? Yay. I do. Not that yeah. Okay, so it's calling for 4 eggs. So we're going to do that first. I'm going to try and go as much in order of what the recipe is asking for. But you guys know me probably, some of you well enough by now to know that I change things up a little bit. So here we go. I've turned it on to about just over 350. And here we go. You can cook the eggs any way you like. Scrambled, over easy, however you want it to go. This is not even the most challenging part of the recipe. Which this recipe, by the way, is not actually very challenging. I think it's easy, and that's one of the reasons I like it. Okay. So there is an order that this is going to go in, apparently. I like mine scrambled. So I'm just going to do that. And I think while I'm doing that, see, this is actually a big enough pan. We'll get it all. I'll just make a big mess. How's that? Who likes making a mess in the kitchen? I think messy foods are the most fun, don't you? Like Christmas cookies, they make a big mess, but they're fun. And yes, I do have recipes for keto Christmas cookies. So yeah, we'll probably be doing them later in the season. It's not quite time yet. Just got around to doing pumpkin. Speaking of pumpkin, I found this at the store. How many of you know how to get the pumpkin out of this? I know cooking skills have been coming up lately with everybody being at home. So I was just wondering how many people knew how to do it. Because if you can't find it at the store, sometimes there is just another way to do things. And I usually end up finding that way. I am a country girl. I was raised in the country. Literally, I had a dairy farm that I used to get milk from. And, you know, we didn't always have things as convenient at the store. So, you know, my mom taught me to cook, and I'm very grateful that she did. I hope you're all passing that on to your kids. And if you have to learn together, as an ex-homeschooling mom, I can tell you it's perfectly okay for you to learn with your kids. You can still maintain the boundaries of respect and learn with them. I'll just tell you that. And the boys and I used to have such fun doing things. You know, we'd go on field trips, and oh my goodness, it was just, you know, fun discovering things together. So there we go. And I did try to teach the boys to cook, and they've learned some, but they don't always like having to do it. Interestingly enough, just because I know how to do it doesn't mean that I like it either, but you know. There we go. Okay, so I think scrambled is good there. And that called for 4. If you want to double a recipe or something, that's fine. And Who is out there? I see somebody's there, but nobody's given me a comment. I love comments because it makes me feel a little less isolated in the kitchen. And I'm going to move this up here. And move this down here. Probably make that just to warm. And then next comes the really neat part of the recipe is the bacon and the sausage. I so kid you not, this is what it's called, English breakfast. And if you want me to put the name of the book that I got it out of in the comments section, go ahead. Let's see. I'm just going to put that over there for now. Put it down the hole or something. And I don't mind having a little bit of eggs mixed in with my bacon. They're all going to the same place. Just try to make it as clean as possible. Okay, so it's going to be 4 slices of bacon. And they called for links of sausage, and I didn't have sausage links. I rarely ever buy them. I prefer the patties, so I went with that. You guys, like I said, y'all know me by now. I improvise. And you can too. I encourage creativity. Okay. Now, if you discover that it's on a little bit too high, and I think this may be, you can always, you know, of course, just shut it down. It's not a big deal. For those of you who are beginners. For those of you who are seasoned cooks, just ignore that remark. Okay. And, of course, this is my signature, guys. You know, I think I got it. And then I realized I forgot something like paper towels to drain them on. So, sorry about that. Who is out there and what are you up to today? We're almost at the end of a month. Have you had a really good month? Has it just kind of gone by like a whirlwind? Can you believe it's 3 months till Christmas? I have been out meeting some new friends. And, you know, I'm really blessed. I've had somebody ask me today, what's my level of energy? Well, I have been not just doing keto, but I've done other things with it to lose this weight. And I think most of you that have been trying to do things by keto have discovered that you probably need to combine it with things like exercise and some supplementation, which I have been very blessed to have. It just kind of goes on my skin and works in really nicely. And I was so happy today. I was listening to this video by this doctor who confirmed pretty much everything I said, you know, that I had thought, which was bolster your immune system. And then you don't have to worry, you know, it fights viruses when your immune system's up. You make the viruses less welcome in your body is a very good practice. So I was happy to get that confirmation today, and I have the perfect product. And if you are interested, put product in the comments, and I will get in touch with you. But back to the recipe. Well, actually, sort of 4 different things all together. I don't know if I call this a recipe. I do have a 1-pot recipe coming up on Thursday, though, that kind of combines everything. And it is also a breakfast for dinner, because we find a lot of dinner things, I think, with keto. But breakfast for me has always been a challenge, because a lot of people typically eat toast and cereals and things like that. And of course, that's not what we do unless you, I do actually have a recipe for baked keto oatmeal, but beyond that, no. So anyway, let's see. I think we're going to get this a little bit more well cooked. Always cook your pork really well. At least that's what I was taught, because it can have some adverse effects if it's not well cooked. Oh my goodness, Beth Allen Stucker, hello, hello. And I love breakfast for dinner too. What's your favorite for dinner? And how are you today? I always enjoy your posts. You got the cutest emoticons, not emoticons, oh, avatars. I love yours. So anyway, and where are you in from, Beth? I forgot what are you in from a certain, what's your state? I like the thicker bacon, by the way. I don't know, it just seems to cook up better for me. But if you like the thin, go ahead. It's just going to take a little bit less time to cook, obviously. And then with the patties, I like to keep them flipped. I don't like them to get crispy on the other side. I know, I use my fingers, and some of you are probably going, ew. Well, hello, Joanne. Who are you? Where are you in from, Miss Joanne? Good to see y'all. Okay, so I'm thinking that is going to be done a little before the bacon, because I kind of like crispy bacon, and so does my husband. Ah, Mia says, yeah, okay, thank you. Cape Cod, Joanne, I am a New England girl myself. I am from New Hampshire originally, transplanted to Georgia, so it's nice to see you today on the thing. So, have you been keto long, guys? How long have you been keto? Put it on there. That's quite all right. Okay. And if you're not keto, what is it you use to do weight management? Like, are you looking for something? Are you just wanting to have some good food and make some good choices? I mean, what's going on? Because with my weight management system, you do not have to have a particular food plan. I have just chosen keto because I had that for so long. I like it, and I feel like it's done me a lot of good, and my husband really enjoys it too. And it's hard, guys, when you're getting, you know, for men to get along with some of these plans. Let's see, you've been doing keto for 2 years, often struggle because, oh, yep. There's some, have you tried the candy recipes and the keto cookie recipes there, Joanne? If not, we'll probably do some of those later on. I did a pumpkin bread last week. There's some different things you can try. If you have a sweet tooth, and I do too, so don't feel like you're the only one. There's ways to work with that. And eventually, I found that I don't like the sweet as much. And excuse me, somebody was trying to call me, and they're going to wait. Okay, so we're like in the last steps of this recipe that will get put together. And I'll put it all on a plate for you and show you, just so you can see the end, because I've been getting, people have been saying, I want to see it all done. And of course, I understand. Usually I post a picture, but for some reason I didn't last week, and I got called on it, so I apologize for that. I will put it this time in the video. See, I like my bacon crispy, so there it is. And who has pets out there? We take this grease, and sometimes we'll use it, you know, for our own use, but rarely. My mother did teach me to do that. I just haven't fully got there yet. But my dogs, on the other hand, they do tend to like it. And people will tell you that it's not always good for them, but it entices them to eat what they need to eat. So, yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm a bad dog mom, guys. But the doggies really do seem to approach it. And I don't go overboard with it. And the vet seems to be happy with their weight. So I guess it can't be all bad, right? Anybody else out there? A dog, if you're a dog person, put dog. Cat, put cat. If you got something else like llamas or rabbits, put that in there. Love to see who my pet people are. Okay. So it was supposed to be fresh mushrooms, and I thought I picked some up, but I didn't. So I had canned mushrooms, which in my view, are just as good. So, again, that's an improvisation. Are we having fun yet? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. This plate is not too hot yet. I think we're going to arrange it, and it also calls for avocado, by the way. The avocado, however, does not require cooking. So I think we're going to shut this off now. Okay, so I'm going to arrange my plate kind of segregated. Isn't it neat when everything fits on one plate and in one dish, so you have little dishes? Can you tell I don't like to do dishes? Does anybody really? I mean, I'm told it's actually therapeutic. Anybody else seen that study? Doing dishes is therapeutic and not with a dishwasher. My husband is a straight keto. It helps his cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry, Joanne, that he's got that. I'm glad that the keto helps his cancer. Did you get that from a doctor? Or did you just happen to stumble on it, you know, on the results of it on your own? My mother is also being treated for cancer. So I can kind of relate a little bit to the, dietary changes and stuff I really think help. But, and supplementation. I absolutely think supplementation would help. Because it must be so tough for people with cancer who've had these treatments and their stomach lining is just shot to try and absorb more. But, yep, it's unfortunate. But I hope he feels better soon, Joanne, and I'm glad that the keto helps. And tell him I said hello. Best wishes. I don't know him, but I frequently do that with people. I'm one of those people who talks to strangers. I don't know. I think some people like it and other people don't. But okay, that's enough chatter from me. All right. So I think what we're going to do is just put the avocado on here in no particular order. And then I think I'm going to wrap this up and let you guys go. Please tell me what your favorite part is or if anything you'd like to see. I would love to hear your comments, where you're from. You know that. Just help me converse here because it's tough when you're alone in the kitchen. Alrighty, everybody. Have a great evening. It's almost evening. We'll call it evening. Have a great evening, everybody. And remember, PM me if you have any questions. Be happy to help. Bye-bye.